Why was Europe said to be unable to escape Russian gas? The answer lay in physical dependence. Pipelines. As of 2021, Nord Stream 1 alone supplied 55 billion cubic meters annually. Yamal Europe delivered 33 billion cubic meters, and the European line of Turk Stream supplied roughly 15.8 billion cubic meters. Germany, Italy, and Austria exceeded 50% dependence. Why was this considered decisive? This slide explains it all. Three major pipelines were deeply embedded in Europe's energy infrastructure. Nord Stream 1 runs through the Baltic Sea seabed, delivering gas directly to Germany. The entire Nord Stream 2 project invested roughly $10 billion. The Yamal Europe pipeline runs from Russia through Belarus and Poland to Germany. It supported heating and industry across Eastern European nations. Turk Stream crosses the Black Sea, with its second line supplying southeastern Europe. It was the linchpin of Southern Europe's energy security. But by 2023, the EU reduced its Russian gas dependence to roughly 15%. This isn't speculation. Demand reduction and LNG procurement are driving the shift away from dependence faster than predicted. And this is understandable. Look at the pipeline map. Track the supply changes. Now you can understand Europe's energy transition. Today, I'll show you that data. So, could LNG provide a substitute? The answer: there were two pathways. First, constructing onshore terminals. This takes an average of 5 years. Investment ranges from $3 billion to $5 billion per facility. Environmental impact assessment alone requires 2 years, and permitting timelines vary significantly by country and project. But there was a second pathway. FSRUs, floating facilities. Germany's Wilhelmshaven started operations in December 2022. Deployment time, under 1 year. By the end of 2023, multiple FSRUs were operational across Europe. This averted the crisis. Reception capacity expanded in a short time frame without waiting for onshore facilities to complete. However, challenges remain. LNG incurs transport costs, making it typically more expensive than pipeline gas, even under normal circumstances. Prices spiked during the 2022 peak but fell sharply and stabilized in 2023-2024, and the bottleneck has shifted from terminal count to intra-regional pipelines and storage facilities. And winter is the most dangerous. Europe's heating demand peaks in January and February. Demand during this period is roughly double that of summer. From 2022 to 2023 winter, Europe walked a tightrope. A mild winter saved it. Had it been a harsh winter, planned blackouts might have been unavoidable. But the winters of 2023 and 2024 were different. The EU achieved its 90% gas storage target early. The crisis has been averted. The combination of storage obligations, demand reduction, and LNG procurement worked. End-of-winter inventory levels fluctuate by year, but the past 2 years have been stable. However, this may be a temporary success. If harsh winters arrive, daily demand will surge again. Storage management and supply diversification remain critical. Energy price volatility directly hits industry, especially Germany and Italy. Germany's chemical industry. The sector boasts a scale of roughly $250 billion annually. BASF is a major player with sales of approximately $75 billion. But this industry is extremely energy-intensive. Italy's steel industry. ArcelorMittal is a major player with sales of roughly $68 billion. Blast furnace operations require massive amounts of energy. Energy price volatility squeezes production costs. Some companies are considering relocating production to the United States. The temptation to move to regions with lower energy costs is strong. The impact on industry varies widely depending on indicators. Results differ based on evaluation methods, value added, production indices, employment. It's difficult to assert specific massive losses, but the pressure is real. Already, factory closures have begun. This is a structural challenge affecting Europe's industrial competitiveness. And in late August 2022, Russia indefinitely suspended supply through Nord Stream 1, citing maintenance as the reason. 1 month later, September 26th, multiple points exploded on the Baltic Sea seabed. At least 3 lines were damaged, as authorities from various countries announced. Supply had already been halted, but sabotage made physical resumption impossible as well. Technically, there could be room for repair, but sanctions, insurance, regulations, and political decisions form barriers. Realistic restart is not foreseeable. So, did Europe collapse? The answer: no. By 2023, the EU reduced its Russian gas dependence to roughly 15%. This figure combines pipeline and LNG. FSRU deployment, procurement from Norway and the United States, and demand reduction proved effective. The destruction was shocking, but it accelerated the shift away. So, has complete independence from Russia been achieved? The answer: progress is faster than predicted, but challenges remain. As of 2023, the EU reduced its Russian gas dependence to roughly 15%. About 8% via pipeline, about 6% via LNG. This represents a dramatic change from high dependence in 2021. What worked? First, demand reduction. Energy-saving efforts and industrial adjustments advanced. Second, supply diversification. Procurement from Norway and the United States increased. Third, FSRU deployment. Reception capacity expanded in a short time frame. Fourth, mild winters. The 2022-2023 winter climate helped. But long-term challenges remain. The Southern Gas Corridor expansion from Azerbaijan. This takes 7 to 10 years, with investment ranging from $50 billion to $80 billion. Transition to renewable energy. Wind, solar, hydrogen. Transitioning to these takes over 10 years, with total investment reaching roughly $1 trillion. Technical challenges also remain: battery storage technology, power grid reinforcement, and responding to demand fluctuations. In other words, short-term detachment progressed faster than predicted. But complete independence requires over 10 more years of time and investment. This is the reality of energy transition. Now, let's organize today's analysis. Here's today's summary. First, past dependence structure. As of 2021, Nord Stream 1 supplied 55 billion cubic meters annually, Yamal Europe 33 billion cubic meters, and the European line of Turkstream roughly 15.8 billion cubic meters. Germany and Italy exceeded 50% dependence. Nord Stream 2 invested roughly $10 billion, but was frozen before operation. Second, faster than predicted detachment. FSRU deployment achieved operation in under 1 year at locations like Germany's Wilhelmshaven. Through the combination of demand reduction, alternative procurement from Norway and the United States, and mild winters, dependence on Russia was reduced to roughly 15% by 2023. The 90% gas storage target was also achieved early. Third, remaining long-term challenges. Alternative pipeline construction, such as the Southern Gas Corridor, takes 7 to 10 years, with investment ranging from $50 billion to $80 billion. Transition to renewable energy takes over 10 years, with total investment reaching roughly $1 trillion. Maintaining industrial competitiveness is also a critical challenge. If you were a European policymaker, how would you evaluate this rapid change? Energy security faces major constraints from geography and infrastructure. But demand reduction and supply diversification are realistic means to reduce dependence. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this analysis. Understanding energy transition means understanding international politics. This channel analyzes world events from geopolitical and economic perspectives. Not emotions, but facts. Not opinions, but mechanisms. Deepening your understanding of the world. Subscribe to the channel, and let's explore the truth of the world together next time. I'll see you in the next deep dive.